If you've been to any gathering in the past year or two, you've no doubt eaten off a charcuterie board. That's a fancy name for a meat and cheese plate. And as Laura Faber tells us, this 15th century culinary delicacy is new again. And she met a Nashville woman who turns it into art.
Whatever you put on it, most everyone loves a good meat and cheese board.
Aged cheddar. This is the #1 cheese that I always recommend to put on. It's on every single one of our boards.
Cured meats, quality cheeses, fruits, jams, and honey. Crackers and breads, also known as vessels, are a must. With their layers, color, and texture, charcuterie boards have become an art form.
I want to show you how to make a salami flour. So this comes in the package like this. It's just flat. Is it going to taste the same if we place it like this? Yes, but we're always trying to elevate our plate. And by folding it in half, folding again, you get these cute little salami flours. Easier for your guests to graze on and create some visual interest. And then we also have our prosciutto. Now we're going to create prosciutto ribbons. Prosciutto can be a little tricky to work with.
Social media has driven this massive foodie trend, and a Nashville mom is riding the wave. Courtney LaCourte is the cheese gal.
These are called sweetie peppers, and these are so delicious. They're similar to like a peppadew.
The final step, edible flowers, which you're
flowers.
known for.
Yes, I just think, look how bright and gorgeous these look. These are violas. I like to do these seasonally as well. So as we go into fall, we'll have some really pretty marigolds, micro marigolds that are kind of the autumn colors, but this bright, beautiful, also edible. Here you go.
Oh,
enjoy.
Beautiful.
Operating out of a space in the Fairlane Hotel, you can pick up a lunch-size charcuterie box like Catherine Mayo and her friends are doing.
I heard about her through Instagram. They're beautiful, and apparently they're as good as they look. I think it's reminiscent of a Lunchable for adults, and so you get to drink wine with it. I mean, who wouldn't love that?
Up in the kitchen, LaCourte and her staff, which includes her mom, Darcy, prepare daily plates, fill specialty orders, and handle their huge catering business.
The prep is what takes the longest, more than assembly. Our average table's 8 by 2 feet. So it's 16 square feet of cheese. It's a lot. And we, of course, make sure there are no empty spaces because that's what we're known for, is having these elaborate layered cheese boards. The prep probably takes us 3 to 4 hours for an 8-foot table. And then assembly about an hour and a half.
Her grazing boards are gorgeous. The biggest one she's made was 16 feet long. Growing up in Dallas, Courtney would pretend to be a TV cook and hostess. Her godmother was the first to teach her how to make a proper meat and cheese board.
It's like it was very simple, but there was just something so visually beautiful about it. And obviously it also tasted really good too.
Married to country singer-songwriter Chris LaCourte and a mom of 2 living in Nashville, Courtney said she was the go-to girl who made charcuterie boards for her friends.
My husband came home from tour one day. I made a cheese plate for dinner, and I just looked at him and I said, "Would somebody pay for this?" And he goes, "That's brilliant. Oh my gosh."
In the middle of the pandemic, LaCourte started sharing pictures of her culinary creations on Instagram. In this age of do-it-yourself artisanal craft food and the fact that charcuterie is just pretty, she began to grow.
It just caught on like wildfire. I want to say Holly Williams was a huge part in helping get the word out about me on Instagram. I had no idea. I was like, oh, she owns Bites Mercantile. I had no idea who her dad was. And she was so kind. She posted a picture of a cheese board that she bought for me on her Instagram feed. I'll never forget when she did it. Not 30 minutes later, I'm getting all of these country artists following me all at one time, just like Karen Fairchild and Kimberly from Little Big Town and oh my gosh, Lily Aldridge. It just all happened, and then they all ordered from me, and they're all still clients to this day.
Today, LaCourte is a bona fide influencer with a booming business. She's known for her layered and loaded boards packed with flavor.
What I'm mindful of when I'm picking out cheeses on the plate, I like to pick different milks. Not only do you get different textures by picking different milks, like this is cow's milk, nice and creamy, beautiful. This is sheep's milk, it's gonna be a little bit more tangy. And this is called lamb chopper, goat's milk. It's a hard cheese similar to like a pecorino style Gouda, but made with goat's milk.
Her charcuterie classes, in person and online, are popular, and LaCourte is not afraid to share her secrets.
I'm not threatened at all by anyone that does it really well. There's a seat for everybody at the table. I just love the experience of having people come in and me teach them, listen, it's just a step-by-step process. And by the end of it, I love seeing everyone's like own take on what they learned.
Courtney's big dream is to have a show on the Food Network one day. But for now, she's enjoying her beautiful and delicious journey.
I love the fact, and sometimes I get emotional when I talk about this, but I have 2 little girls. The fact that I can literally look at them in the eyes and say, you can do anything that you want to do. That's the moment for me. That's like, wow, I really am doing this. I am making cheese boards for a living, right? I am teaching my hosting tips for a living. Like that is just it's such a dream. And I don't know that it'll ever truly sink in.